going to be on air soon on YouTube too. So
So what are you doing? What are you doing today? YouTube and Twitch?
YouTube, Twitch, no Facebook. But anyways, yes. Hey YouTube, this is Sauerkraut, and that is Don Pierce, and we are here with in conversation with Don Pierce and Sauerkraut. How's it going, Mister Don Pierce?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful, buddy. It's kind of early out here in the mountains, but hey, guess what?
What?
It's not friggin' snowing this morning.
Well, that's good. That's good. First off, I
Oh,
need to say something to everybody that's watching, that's tuned in today. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, give us a big thumbs up, and yeah, also do the whole, like get notifications, turn on that bell thing, and you'll know when
smash
we come.
that button.
There you go. Yeah. Apparently, we don't ask for that enough, so we need to ask at the beginning and then again at the end. So there you go. I asked. We'll do like a PBS kind of thing. If you don't want me to ask again, just smash that like button. And every time that you do, a subscribe button, it shows up that we have a new subscriber. It'll show up here. It'll say like new subscriber. Whether it's on Twitch, it's a zombie. It says new follower, and if it's on YouTube, it shows up with like Eagle or something like that. So there you go. So do like us, follow us, subscribe, and we will give you thumbs up back.
You got to keep that thumbs up, buddy. Just
Yeah,
keep it going.
yeah, yeah. So what are we
Hey,
doing today?
well, Chris Andre is supposed to be here.
He's supposed to be
For
here. Okay.
has he signed in yet?
He has not as of yet.
Wow.
So we'll talk about that, I guess, when we get back on air.
Hey, we are on air. Welcome to the
Oh,
show, everybody. You're with In Conversation with Mr. Sauerkraut and myself, Don Pierce, here at Access Country Radio. Glad to have you here. We got Mr. Chris Andres coming in today, but we shall know. I don't know if he's coming in. What do you think, buddy? Is he going to show up or what?
it's up for debate right now. I mean, I don't see him. That's for sure. And is he here? Is he not? That is the title of our show today. Will he show up?
I don't know, man. Will he show up? I don't know. It's kind of like that George Jones thing. Is Chris becoming No-Show Jones or what?
Yeah, he says he's having some computer issues. So we'll see if he sorts out those computer issues. He can call in at any time still. Um, and we'll
Well,
we'll we'll just lightly razz him a little bit when he does show up.
why do I have to be lightly razzing him? Why
Well,
can't I really razz him?
because he's a
No,
star.
Show Jones is well. So am I.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, all right. That makes it. That makes it
No,
fair
I'm
then. I
not.
guess. I guess we could do that.
Yeah, that's what I got an email this morning, and I was going through the emails looking for the stuff for our big spooktacular coming up on
Yes.
October 31st. Man, I'm getting excited for that. But anyway, the guy emailed me up and he says he was honored to be on our show because with such stars as myself and Sauerkraut. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, well, I can see myself being the star, but Sauerkraut? What the? I see you got a haircut, dude. You
I did.
finally hit the barber.
I look like a
You hit the
friggin'
frick.
model. I look like a model. You gotta
You know
admit.
what? If you Yeah, you're probably tagging up there, man. You and
Yeah.
that Corey yesterday, that was quite the deal.
Did you see that?
Well, yeah, I kind of caught it on YouTube there.
Yeah.
Yesterday, as I was having the computer problems, had some technical difficulties. You had some technical difficulties right at the beginning there.
Right.
And so I had to catch it later on YouTube. And it is up on YouTube if anybody else wants to see it with Sauerkraut and Corey, with Corey's conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So touch base a little bit about that. What did you guys talk about? And, how did the show go off? And how did people accept it?
Well,
Guess what I'm doing now, buddy?
you're interviewing the interviewer from
You
last
damn
week. Just
right.
the
Just,
same
just like
idea.
just
Yeah.
like you got to me, buddy. And how does it
Yep.
feel just to be put on the spot like that?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I love the spotlight. That's why I have my very own up there. As you can see, I'm much brighter than everybody else, and that's the thing. No, I mean we had interesting conversation about Paul McCartney, and we call him Fall McCartney, the one that's now, meaning fake Paul.
Yeah.
Because there's this whole conspiracy theory that he died in 1966, and then we actually dug up some information that a lot of people weren't aware of when we brought up Terry Knight. In fact, I brought up Terry Knight to Corey the day before, and I said, "Have you ever
Okay,
heard
wait a
it?"
minute now.
Yeah,
You got to tell us who Terry Knight is now. You're kind of leaving me in the dark.
yeah, yeah. So first, I asked Corey because he's the conspiracy guy, right? I said, "Hey, do you know Terry Knight, or have you heard of him?" And then I wait, I wait, and he texts back. He's like, "Holy shit, I do now." Uh, so what it was is Terry Knight was actually flown out in the '60s, late '60s, to see Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney was trying to sign him as a musician to their label, Apple Music. Now, again, Paul McCartney probably had a million people come out to be signed to his label. So for him to remember Terry Knight is going to be very, very slim, to none. But anyways, needless to say, he flew out there. He was going to be on to this label, Apple Music, and then he saw something that he did not like. Whether or not he saw the Beatles falling apart or that Paul was fake, he saw something that did not fit. So he went back and recorded his own song. It's called Saint Paul. He recorded this song, and this was well before the first documented case of the conspiracy theory of, Paul McCartney actually dying. So he talks in, it's very cryptic, but he's talking about, first off, he talks about Sir Isaac Newton, which is obviously, we know, the apple, talking about how that's going to fall. Then he was talking about all sorts of different things, and then instead of saying "Hey Jude," he sang "Hey Paul." But all of a sudden, after the first cut of that record, so it was owned by Capitol, but then all of a sudden the Beatles label ended up on there, and he had to give credit, even though he used Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds as well. He sampled from that. He sampled from a whole bunch of different Beatles songs, even I Am the Walrus. But he changed the words and he changed everything. He just sampled, a couple seconds, but all of a sudden he had to give John Lennon and Paul McCartney credit for the "Hey Jude," even though he didn't use the words "Hey Jude," he used "Hey Paul."
Huh, really?
Yeah. So it was it's quite surprising that is now the label is that owns that actual record, and that catalog is now the Beatles label, their very own label. So how
So
that
there's
happened?
is there still a label out there with their name on it?
Yeah, well, there's a label that's
Beatles?
been set aside just for the Beatles. Yes.
Yeah, and who owns that? Technically, who owns it? Because is it still
I can't remember the
with
name.
the
The
with the
name.
band members, or are
Oh no!
they
Well,
are they
Michael
right out
Jackson.
of it?
Michael Jackson owned Paul McCartney's catalog for the longest time. I don't know who owns it now, whether or not Paul McCartney got it back or not. But that was actually a funny story. Was Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson were friends, and Michael Jackson asked some financial advice to Paul McCartney. He says, "Hey man, you want to make a lot of money? Buy somebody's music catalog." So he took that advice and he went and bought the music catalog of Paul McCartney, and owned that until his death, from what I understand. Excuse me. Or close to his death, anyways.
So that it would be part of Jackson's estate then, if it's still up in that whole limelight.
Yes, or like I said, I do believe that Paul McCartney was within the works of trying to buy back the catalog from Jackson before he had died. So he may have got it back beforehand. But it was just like the ultimate F you, never give a guy advice like that, and then when you don't own your own music catalog, because he made millions of dollars off of Paul McCartney at that point.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's the biggest problem with this copyright stuff is that, a lot of the artists don't own their own stuff.
No.
The labels own it, and they're making a very small percentage. Yes, we got megastars like Tim McGraw and of course Garth Brooks, that kind of controlled their whole destiny. But in limelight, we have they don't really have control. Like we in the early days when we started this, we found out that a lot of the PR people and the management companies man, it's hard to get through to some of these guys. Like they're protected and their walls are so big. I don't think they even understand how many people try and interview them. And if you're not one of the big box companies, as I call them, the corporate bubble,
Right.
it's hard to even get into them to talk. And, we're finally getting to that point where people are calling us, to come on the show or want, are you interested type of deal. But, this independent thing that we're dealing with here now, like they seem to have a lot more limelight but they're still struggling to make an income because of all these music platforms are taking their money. And I just don't like that. I think that they need to be, I don't know, there's got to be something for these independent artists, that they don't get rooked. And like, I don't know, like poor Paul, he loses his whole life.
Yeah.
Not the guy's like, let's face it, he's not friggin' hurting, that's for sure.
No.
But can you imagine how many mega millions he would have if that wouldn't happen? If he had been able to hold his own rights. And that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
And I had this
the original Paul, if he was still alive.
Yeah. Okay. When Paul was alive.
Yeah.
He would have never let that happen. Right? Is that what you're going to say?
Right. The original Paul would have known better than to not own his own recordings. Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's kind of, it's no different than us. We are all kind of in this entertainment business.
Mm-hmm.
And, that goes for you. In the early days when we joined Sorgenfryer Media and Access Radio, we discussed this in length about ownership of, your show, Coffee with Sauerkraut, and my show.
Right.
That, we needed to have some kind of ownership and control of our own destinies here. And that's the way we came into this when we went to Access.
Right.
But let's face it, nobody's going to take your show away, like Coffee with Sauerkraut.
Right.
Which is
sauerkraut with meatballs.
Yeah, sauerkraut and meatballs. That's you guys have copyrighted that as same as I have the Don Pierce Show Coast to Coast, just to protect us.
Right.
And it's just sad that we have to do that.
Yeah.
In today's world.
But that way we could always take it with us if we decide to go somewhere else.
Well, true enough. Are you going anywhere else?
Well, no, but if we did, we could.
Are you trying to tell me something, Sauerkraut?
No. If we wanted to go to YouTube, we could bring our show to YouTube, and we could we could do that.
Oh yeah.
I think we might have done that.
We're doing it right now.
No, we are. Just realized.
You're on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey.
And Access.
Hey,
you're on YouTube, Access TV right now.
Access
Twitch. Are you
Radio,
on the Twitch?
Yeah.
Are you on the Twitch? Yeah,
we're on
of course
the
Twitch.
We're on the station. We're tweeting too. I didn't set it up for live video for Twitter because I just didn't. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, but it tweets every 15 minutes if on our Twitter account, saying that we're doing the live thing. Sometimes we say it's better when people watch, right? This time we'll keep our clothes on, stuff like that. It says something funny every 15 minutes for us. I get a list of commands that I can have it send out every 15 minutes, and then people see what we're talking about. So it's
I got the. Well, I just turned the YouTube on here just to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
And I got to thank you and you and your boys down there in Ontario. The Ontario Fire Prevention.
Yeah.
What a great bunch of guys.
Thanks.
They have. These guys have. My studio is fantastic, dude. Like I can't believe what they've done in here and the stuff that they've helped me put in this studio to get this show going. It's. I don't think I'm going to have too many issues with touching the wrong button anymore.
Right.
Because I don't have the buttons anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. What a modern system they went with here, man. But anyway, I'm going to have to take a little bit of a commercial break here.
Sure.
While we wait for No Show Jones. Yeah, No Show Jones. Chris Andres. He's having some computer issues. And I understand all that and the panic behind that because, of course, we had all these technical difficulties yesterday to the point where I didn't even go on.
Yeah, it was just not everybody has a sauerkraut on hand to help them through those technical issues, right? So,
well, and that is the thing. By the time we got it figured out, it was already over. So we're here today, and that's the important thing, I guess, right?
Right. Right.
Anyway, we're going to be back with Mr. Sauerkraut and myself, Don Pierce, on In Conversation with No Show Jones. I mean, Chris Andre.
Chris Andre.
Anytime soon, I hope. But he is having some computer issues. And you know what? If we have to reschedule, dude, we have to reschedule, man. That's just what it is.
Yeah. No, exactly. He did. He did email from his phone just to let me know that he was having computer issue. He's going to try, and then I emailed him back, but I haven't received another email since then. So
yeah, you know what? He's probably doing what we did yesterday. Tear everything apart and start from the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what? And you're right. You know, not everybody has you, and you know, I'm very lucky to have you. What the hell happened here?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
I crashed.
Where?
On the radio.
Wow. Well.
Yeah, my whole system just crashed here, dude.
Oh,
Maybe I'm going to have... Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Just shut right down.
Oh.
Guess we're still on YouTube, though, right?
We're still on YouTube. So far, so good. Yeah. Hey.
Well,
YouTube.
I guess we got No Show Jones here, and I'm going to have No Show Don here pretty soon.
No.
I don't know what happened. Like, it just crashed. Everything just went poof.
You just screwed up by saying that we won't need... that you won't hit the wrong button. Apparently you hit the wrong button.
Apparently I did, but I put myself back on the air now, so I didn't need you to do that.
No.
I think I'm back on the air. I'm not quite sure anymore.
All right.
I don't know. It says I'm on the air. Does that help me any?
I don't know. Does it?
I don't know. Aren't you listening to the show?
No. I got no clue. I have no clue if you're on or not.
I don't know either anymore. We got No Show Jones here. We got you and me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much more space I can fill up here, dude. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We had a little computer glitch, kind of lost you. Back here with you, I hope. We are in conversation with, of course, Sauerkraut today, and No Show Jones. I mean, Chris Andres is having.
Hold on 1 second. You keep talking. I got somebody knocking.
I got somebody knocking. Me? Where you go? We're in the middle of a show here. Holy moly, man! What do you got here, guys? We are on a lot of dead air. Nothing happening here. I think we're back on the air. Welcome to the show, everybody. You're in conversation with Sauerkraut and myself. Sauerkraut has now disappeared. So now I got No Show Sauerkraut, No Show Jones. I mean, No Show Chris Andres. We're doing the best we can here with what we've got. And all of a sudden, my system just crashed. Just went stupid. It crashed. But hey, guess what? Here we go. We're going to get into it right after this. So, YouTube, what we're doing is we're on a break here from the station. We're going to play a little Paul Overstreet, Billy Can Read over here. So get over there to www.accessradio.ca, and you can listen to the music over there. That is about what I can say. So, here we go with a little Paul Overstreet, Billy Can Read, right here at Access Country Radio and YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Got No Show Jones here. I mean, Chris Andres. Don't know where he went. Sauerkraut kind of disappeared on me. He's got his ugly mug back in here.
I'm back.
Yeah, what the hell did you do that for?
I had to. So you see, we haven't installed the on-air sign yet.
I see.
Yeah, so I had somebody knocking, and it was just about some legal stuff.
Well,
That's cool.
Well, we're just on YouTube now because I got a song going here in the background on the radio station at www.accessradio.ca. And that is where you go to hear the music. Now, why is it that we cannot play this music on here? Like, what the heck's going on with this? I thought we were licensed to do this stuff.
You're never licensed. You're never licensed to play artists' music on YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere else, unless they give you express written. So when it comes to YouTube and to Facebook and all that other stuff, in order to play the artist's music, you need to get a direct license. So we have a license to play, but it's not a direct license. So direct license means that we have to go to the artist, get permission from the artist, and then we have to get permission from the copyright holder. Sometimes that's the artist, and sometimes it's somebody separate, but you need to have two separate direct licenses. So when we do the like the Halloween show, stuff like that, our artists are independent artists. They own their own copyrights, and we're allowed to play their songs that way. But and when they do our interviews and stuff like that, again, they own their own songs, they own their own copyrights, and then we're able to play the music that way as well, without us worrying about getting copyrighted. But international recording law says that we have to follow their rules, or we could just go bite the big one.
Just bite the big one.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of like Facebook did.
yeah. But our
I'm on
current setup,
Facebook, you know.
anyways, it doesn't allow us to play both at the same time, too, right? So it's kind of
Yeah,
works
but
in our
you know,
favor.
yeah, I kind of get it. But yeah, I'm watching the Facebook, very closely about this new stuff they got going on, right? This new algorithm, and not allowed to do this, not allowed to do that. But I don't see a lot of them unlicensed guys getting booted. I still see them on there.
Right.
So we spend, like guys like us, we spend thousands of dollars getting licensed and doing our thing, and they're not really doing anything about it. So
Yeah.
are they going to do something about it?
They're gonna start. It's a slow process, and it's a matter of so think about Metallica versus Napster, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a game changer in the friggin' music business. I'll tell you
Right.
that.
So Metallica had the money, and they're like, listen, you are just puny. Even though you have millions of subscribers and people downloading music illegally, we're going to go after you, Napster. We're going to go after the people that are downloading the music illegally. And it took Metallica to do that, to step in to do it. It's only going to take one of these artists to make an example out of Facebook, or even though Facebook's a huge company, or YouTube or something like that, you know what I mean? One of these artists may just step in and be like, okay, you know what? Enough's enough. These guys are playing our music, and either you shut them down or we're shutting you down. And that's what it's come down to. So it's kind of like a charter challenge in Canada, right? Nothing's illegal for the cops to arrest you for. They can arrest you for anything that they want until somebody says, hey, that's against the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and then they start a charter challenge. But charter challenges are expensive, and people don't want to just do them for the hell of doing them. So that's why we don't have very many charter challenges. We have human rights challenges, which is completely different. But when it's a charter challenge, it's that's you're rewriting the law books at that point, right? So it's kind of the same idea here with music, though. We don't want to get tied up with the whole at the end of the day, let's make sure that our hands are clean, and then we can kind of be like, hey, we've got direct license for everything that's on our YouTube channel, so it doesn't matter. We've got permission from the artist directly, and that's all we need.
Yeah, but how fair is that? Like these, I don't. You're the expert in this copyright stuff, and you kind of, protect my butt all the time with it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't get it. They put all their stuff out on YouTube,
Yes.
like the artists.
Yes.
You can download it, you can save it in some cases. So where does copyright come in here? Like if you can download it, why can't I play it?
Well, legally, you're not supposed to be able to download the music from YouTube.
So you don't really download it anyway. You just save it to your YouTube
Right.
deal, right?
Right,
So it's
right.
not actually
Well,
going.
there's people that have stream rippers, which are illegal, but they have them, and they will rip a stream and they'll steal the music. And you can. YouTube was very easy to do that before, not so much anymore. They kind of, if you notice, artists always have this long thing in front of their songs now, so that way you can't rip that music anymore. That's why they do that interlude at the beginning of their stuff, and that's why YouTube throws ads in random places on music videos too. So you'll be listening, and then all of a sudden, halfway through a song, there's an ad.
Yeah, and I noticed that a lot. Even with our stuff, they're starting to throw in a lot of ads in there in our YouTube channel.
Right.
With all our interviews with Rob Gorg and Robert Eckridge. Geez, there's so many now. I lose track of them.
Yeah.
But it's funny to me that us as a radio station, like you'd almost think that these artists would want us to be putting stuff together and sharing their music. But quite frankly, some of them are getting pretty upset about people stealing their music.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part about it. But I don't know. We're playing a little Paul Brandt over here on the radio side.
Yeah.
If you want to catch the music, you can get into www.accessradio.ca. You're going to find 3 great stations there. Of course, you're going to find Access Country, where we are right now with Mr. Sauerkraut, and in conversation with No Show Jones and Mr. Chris Andres, if he ever shows up. He's having some computer problems, folks. So, we are being a little gentle with him right now because we had the same thing happen to us. So it does happen every day with this great thing of internet. So that is where we're at. We're at www.accessradio.ca. Hit the country link, get into our chat. Come on in and talk to me and Sauerkraut. We are both on there. Well, I'm on there. I don't see you on there anymore. You popped out. You got too many things going on anyway. How many chats can you read at one time? I don't get you.
Exactly.
You got so much stuff going. Anyway, we got about 48 seconds before we're going to go back live and start talking on the radio. And since Chris ain't here, so, he's an award-winning artist, that's for sure.
Yes.
He's got Country Song of the Year with No Way Home. That was a, great track for Chris. He's got a new one out there right now. 5 albums this guy's got go. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, and I just want to say, I don't think this is a case of him being a prima donna and just not wanting to be on our show. I think it's more of a case of that he actually does have a computer issue. I just checked the email too, and I haven't received a response back. So he must, we'll reschedule it. Maybe do it next week. There
we go. We're back on the air here with the radio station, dude.
Yeah.
You can talk all you want, but I only got these seconds that count down before I got to get back on the air. So I don't mean to interrupt you.
No.
But everybody, welcome to Access Radio. You are in conversation with Mr. Sauerkraut and Mr. Don Pierce. And of course, as we found out that Mr. Chris Andres is having some computer issues. His computer crashed. He is trying to work on it as we speak. So, hey, you're just stuck with me and good old Sauerkraut for now. Anyway, so we were talking a little bit earlier about your new show, this Corey's Conspiracy Theory, a part of Coffee with Sauerkraut.
Right.
Let's talk about it a little bit. This is going to be a regular weekly thing. You see you posted it on the YouTube. So, is that going to be part of the Access TV family and everything else with us?
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do live on air anymore. I think with that one, I think we might just come on. I might do the morning show until it's time to switch over and then say, okay, guys, from here on out, you're going to watch us on access.tv, accessradio.tv, and or YouTube, and then, just run it live. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do from now on, just with that way we don't crash the systems and overload like I did yesterday.
That really screwed the whole station up. Like, it really made a mess of things.
Yeah, it took me until Lee's show to fix it.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, where the hell did Lee get to go on? And you booted my ass off, and and I am Access Radio. What the hell happened there?
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. I think you did it purposely. I think you're trying to bust my butt and just hey man, you're just not going on today.
Yeah, that might have been.
Getting too demanding. We're trying to tell you that we have control here.
Yeah. But I was actually pretty fed up with my crappy internet yesterday. Niagara Falls has the worst upload speeds in all the world. We're competing with
Explain that.
Yeah, well, we're competing with dial-up. Hold on one second.
Why are you competing with dial-up?
Hold on one second.
I don't want to hang on 1 second. Wow.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Yeah, but you even muted yourself. You're getting good, man.
That was going to be a loud one. So.
Well, you messed up your hair anyway.
Yeah, I can see it sticking up now.
Anyway, I got some news for you.
Sure.
I really do.
Okay.
As you know, we had Rick on the show.
Right.
Last week.
Yes.
Right? Rick Snyder and the Rick Snyder Band. So anyway, I've been talking to Rick, and to my surprise, guess what, dude?
He's a millionaire.
No, well, I don't know. Like, I don't get into their personal shit.
Oh, I
But he's
thought I
got
thought
a,
maybe he was cutting us a check and then gonna be like, "Hey, you guys are awesome. You helped me make $1 million last week."
well, Jesus, I'm waiting for the check from you.
Oof. All right, you'll be waiting a long time.
But anyway, he's got a sister that sings.
Oh, okay.
And he sent me her stuff, dude. And I thought, well, since we're waiting for Chris Andres, why don't I introduce a new member to our Access family while we're here on live on air?
Okay.
Her name is Heather Best. Um, Great singer songwriter. Just what talent in this family. And I do not understand why they don't get together and do some stuff. But what a voice! And you know what? If it's all right with you, because it's supposed to be Chris's spotlight, I'd like to play her today and this morning and get it, introduce her to the fans if you don't mind. Because
Sure,
since we're
let's
on
do that.
YouTube and TV and stuff, I'd like people to look her up.
Yeah.
Her name is Heather Best. Come over to www.accessradio.ca, hit the country link, and check her out. Because you know what? This chick is cool.
Right.
She's kind of got a Pat Benatar, graspy kind of, sound.
Okay.
And really good music. I'm telling you, I was so impressed that I called Rick and said, "Hey, man, can I play this on the radio?" And he said, typical outlaw country dude. "Well, what the hell you think I sent it for you?"
Yeah.
I said, "What? What the hell you think I sent it
I
to you
just sent
for?"
it to you to look at, you idiot.
Yeah, well, we get 100 friggin' stuff a day, and a lot of it. Hey, do you think this is good enough for the radio? And thank God you kind of bounce some of them out before you send them to me.
Right. Yeah.
And that one you sent me last night, saying, "What do you think? What are you, crazy?"
Yeah.
Or was that your way of a joke?
Yeah, no, I just got to show you how the selection that we get. It's like American Idol, right? They get all the great ones, and every once in a while, I got to slip a crappy one through, and then you'll put it on air by mistake, and then it'll be hilarious once it
No,
gets
I
on.
don't. I don't do that anymore. I don't make mistakes with that. I listen to everything that goes on my show now. When you send me that list every morning, yeah, trust me, I'm in the studio long before my show, listening to the stuff that you sent me. AK, because of the little jokes you like to play on me, like putting it Johnny Cash, and then all of a sudden AC/DC comes blaring out of my system. It's like, Jesus.
I don't see a
I
problem
do
with
it.
that. Johnny Cash should
Yeah, I know.
always be followed by AC/DC.
Well, that's it. And then you know what? I gotta tell you guys here, you single-handedly got a sneak preview of the AC/DC's brand new album.
I did. Actually, I didn't even check yet today. I think they were supposed to send me something new. I might actually have something else new to put on there. So I'll check that out once I get off of here, and maybe we'll be playing it today because we were supposed to get something today.
Every day.
So yeah, well, not every day. No, every Thursday.
Every Thursday, you're going to get a new copy of. And how cool is that? Like, to be in that family where AC/DC's people are sending, you, and you were the first one to get it, man.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, can you leak this for us?" Without saying that, that's what they said.
So you're saying it. They told you not to tell anybody that they're leaking.
Yeah,
it,
they're
but
like,
you're leaking.
"Hey, listen, we want to release this. Could you do us a favor and sample it? Tell us what your audience thinks of this." I said, "Oh, sure." So I played it, and man, everybody loved it.
Yeah,
It's
you know
actually
what?
pretty cool.
I'm a huge AC/DC fan, as you know. I'm
Yeah.
not just a country bumpkin, but that has got to been, man, a long awaited for situation. I tell you, what a great song, and I'm telling you, it went stupid. Like
Yeah.
it's just crazy that I am sitting here thinking that the people of AC/DC are sending, Access Radio their copies first to see what we think. That's, and
Yeah.
that's what's happening in the countryside too.
I mean, I don't
Is
want
that
to
getting-
brag, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Well, you're getting to be, but you are getting to be quite a big. It's like, I think, I read a thing in the other day about our show, and in a country artist actually said that if you don't know Don Pierce and you're a country artist, you don't deserve to be in country. And, that's quite a compliment for us.
Yeah.
Not just me, but the station as a whole. That, if you don't know country music, you don't know the Don Pierce Show and his worldwide country show. And, that is what they, we was put out by Shorgan Fire Media, too, when I was having the fight with the hospital.
Right.
They just didn't realize who they threw out. Guy with a friggin' worldwide radio show, and you throw him out of the hospital. Not a very smart thing to do. Yeah. But anyway, welcome to Access Radio. I've got to take a break here. I'm going to hit up this new song for you right now on the radio. If you want to catch it out, www.accessradio.ca, hit the country link, and you're going to hear Miss Heather Best right now on Access Country Radio and in conversation with Don Pierce and Sauerkraut. Got something to say, dude?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
That's very unusual.
I was looking at something.
Why?
Why not? Do I need a reason why?
Well, here we go with Miss Heather Best right here, brand new to Access Radio. Glad everybody's here. It's called No Judgment. Right here on Access Country Radio, www.accessradio.ca. Hey, we're clear from the radio, YouTube. Get over there and check it out. What a great number this is, man. It's a great tune. Pat Benatar, good song, good tune. Can't wait to get more of her stuff, actually.
You said her name is Heather Best, right?
Yes, I did.
Very nice, very nice. I wonder where she's from.
Well, it's part of Rick's family, so does that tell you something?
Well, he's East Coast guy, isn't he?
Well, there you go. Yes.
Yeah.
And Mr. No Show Chris Andres is from the West Coast.
West Coast representing. So.
Hey, I caught your commercial with Spooktacular. What a cool, good commercial.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen that you sent me the radio version to play on the radio.
You can play that on air.
Yeah, I haven't got it downloaded yet to my system, but I will start today on my show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
super
this
easy.
One, I got to do some. Yeah, I got to do some things there before my show today.
Yeah. I even played it on the rock side the other day, actually.
Yeah, I heard that. It was pretty cool. And when I was opening my emails this morning, and I seen that there, and all of a sudden it was, you can play that too. What the hell are you looking at?
I just had something in the way there.
You're not going to be able to fix your hair. Not now. You're on camera, dude.
Oh, come on. Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
You and your hold on one second.
I gotta sneeze again, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna hold it in.
The last time I held in a sneeze like that, when I finally did sneeze, I shit myself. Hey, we're not on the radio. I can say that, dude.
Can we say that on YouTube?
You can say anything they damn well want on YouTube.
All right, fine. We're good.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people, they like that in conversation with in the cabin because it'll be a YouTube deal and Access TV deal. But guess what? We're not on any regulatory air surfaces there. So
yeah,
if the odd F-bomb or something does slip in, there's no big issue with that.
Right.
I'm sure that it's going to be probably not a when you get bourbon and cigars in the picture, I don't think it'll be a very family-friendly show.
Well, I mean, yeah, as family-friendly as PG-13 as bourbon and cigars can get, I guess.
Well, that's it, and I know Mr. Robert Hitchcock, I'm going to get up to him and try and get him to send me some of that East Coast Screech.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, Robert Eckridge is going to have to send us some real
bourbon, Kentucky
bourbon and get that in there, man.
Some Jim Beam.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I haven't drank in a long time because, it's just because of my liver thing happening
right.
here, man. But I'll tell you, that Jim Beam,
yeah.
That's a good drink.
Yep. That will clear your sinuses right up and if you have a cold.
Well, I was down in Columbia, South Carolina one time, and I was at a country club. And I didn't order Jim, I ordered Jack. And I wanted Jack on ice.
Yes.
So the bartender come up to me and he put the drink down on the bar there, and I'm looking at it, no ice in it. I said, wanted some ice. So you don't ruin good booze, and he walked away. Like,
Yeah, yeah. You're
and
not
that was
gonna
when
ruin that. You're not gonna water that shit down.
no, I was on tour with Travis Tritt then, and it was quite an ordeal. But
Yeah.
man, I just got the taste for that in my gullet right now. It's like, oh my god, can I? You know, like if it wasn't 7 o'clock, I probably would have to go to the liquor store just to smell it. I can't drink it, but you know,
Yeah.
it's. But you know what? Like Jerry O'Brien says to me, "Hey, buddy, it may be 7 o'clock there, but it's cocktail time in Ireland."
Well, there you go. Perfect.
So
Yeah, same with like
yeah,
Australia. I think they're just winding up for the evening in Australia right now. So we're
yeah, they
pretty
are.
cool.
Then
They're
yeah, we got
14
a few of
hours
them.
ahead of me. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah, we
uh,
got a few of them on the station here today.
yeah,
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
yeah.
Are you bored?
No, no. But what we do need to do, because we're hitting that the time mark on YouTube. So
Yeah, I got only got, and you're doing it perfect. You got about 43 seconds on the radio.
yeah. So what we're gonna do is finish things off on YouTube. I think. I think we're gonna have to reschedule with Chris because I guess he's not going to be able to get it together today. So we will reschedule with him. I'm just going to double verify the email, see if he's sent back yet, which he has not. So my assumption is that his computer is still down, and we're not able to do that.
Well, that sucks.
Yes.
Anyway, here we're going to go back to the radio. And
Yeah,
just
I'll
get
let you go
things
back
over
to the
with.
radio.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the show. It looks like Mr. Chris Andres is not going to be able to make it today. He's having some serious computer issues. So we are going to reschedule this interview with Mr. Chris Andres just so, you know, we are not tying everything up here and tying you people up waiting for Chris and he doesn't show up. And of course, you know, I'm getting tired of looking at your mug for no reason, you know, and you look like you're getting pretty bored looking at my mug.
Yeah, I'm twiddling
You
my
know,
thumbs now.
that's the deal, you know. Like we spend so much time together off air, like and we're 3,000 miles apart. It's crazy how much time that we actually spend on this video conferencing, trying to get things done for the concert,
Yeah,
which we have to deal with today again.
doing some editing,
Um,
getting some
yeah,
stuff
you
done.
know. So how's it going anyway? The whole concert thing. Before I let you go,
Good, good. We got quite a few artists submitting some stuff, and this stuff's actually really, really good. And then we have a couple more that are submitting, and one that's promised me. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to put her on blast yet. But she did promise that either she would have her stuff submitted by yesterday or she was going to be doing it live. So I guess we're going to be doing it live
well, there you go. And
because I
of
didn't get
course,
anything in my email from
yeah, I
her.
didn't check. Well, I didn't. Yeah, you're in your email. I haven't even checked mine today. I know it's. It says there on that little baton there at the bottom that I got 78 unread emails on the show email, and then I've got 130 on my personal email.
That ain't
And
not bad.
no, you know, like no, and that's a quiet day around here because you haven't sent me all your crap yet for this morning,
Yeah,
right?
just wait.
I didn't think you had, because usually it's a little more. But no, the family members now because of the station's emails getting so well, as Pine Forest says, stupid that she can't keep up. Some of our family members, like Cher Marie Wright and Rick Snyder and them, they have my personal email now, so they can send their stuff directly to me, so I don't have to, you know, wait for Pine Forest to go through it or you to edit it or, you know, not edit it, but, you know, do your thing with it.
Right.
I notice now that when you see that they're part of our family here, like Cher Marie White or, you know, Chris Andres or whatever, you just send it through anyway. You don't even, do you even listen to the shit or are you just sending it now?
No, I always listen to everything. I give everything a good old 1-2, give it a listening to, and then ship it off after it's been listened to.
Well, thank God you do that, man. I don't know, because I love listening to music, as you know, but I
Yeah,
hate listening to shit music.
yeah, yeah,
Jeez, I'm glad you do some of that.
yeah.
And you know what? And I know why you do it, because I'm pretty opinionated on my opinion, and I probably would center somebody out that shouldn't be, right?
Yeah,
So
well, I mean,
we'll go from
we
there.
should do a whole show on just the crap.
Yeah, we should. Anyway, I'm going to let you get out of here
All
and
right.
start your day.
Yeah, I gotta
I
get
gotta.
sorting
We
some stuff.
apologize. Yeah, we apologize to our listening group here that this did not happen today. It's just something that does happen every once in a while, and thank for the internet. Well, good, that just happens.
Yep. Good old
Yesterday it
internet.
was yesterday it was us.
Yep.
And today it's them. It just I don't know. Is it that whole friggin' East Coast thing? I don't know
Yeah.
because when you started playing with it, it kind of screwed everything up there. I don't know. Was it just in the receivers or what?
Yeah. I
I know
don't.
you fixed it because when I came back last night, everything seemed to work.
Yeah.
When I
So
came
I
back.
mean, what
Yeah.
I just mess around all day, had to reprogram some stuff, and it was some virtual wiring that was wrong. If that makes any sense
Well,
to you.
yeah, it does.
Okay.
Now that I've been hanging out with you,
Yeah.
things
All of a
things
sudden,
things
you
look a little
start to make
better.
sense.
Like well, some of the stuff you used to talk about when I would have a panic here at
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
did the real early morning show at 6.
Yeah.
It's 8 your time, but when I was having a pretty panic because I couldn't get on, like now I understand all the stuff that you do, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that
No, for
simple.
sure. There you go.
Anyway, thank you, Sauerkraut, for coming in. Thank you, YouTube, Twitch, and Access TV for coming in. We apologize for the delay. We will have Chris in. Let's. You know what? I got open next week. Why don't we reschedule them for next week?
Yep. We'll reschedule him for next week. I'll get a hold of him on the horn and sort that out.
Yeah, I got a few more that I have to get in here before the concert.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe we're gonna have to double up a week because I got to get Mr. Aaron Allen in here.
Yes, for sure, because he's going to be on, and also maybe Scott. You got to get in,
Yeah,
and
Scott's got to get in here.
and maybe who else do we got? Maybe we'll have like I mean, we can put like 8 people on this Zoom
You know
call.
what we should do? You
We
know
could
what
do
we should
50
do?
people to tell you the truth, but
Well, I don't want that many. I'd get confused.
yeah.
I get confused when you put 4 people on here.
Well, we could be
In
like the
meetings
Brady
and the-
Bunch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now there's a friggin' name I haven't heard in a long while. The Brady Bunch. Wow. Holy, you're bringing back nostalgia now.
Yeah,
I was listening
that's
to
how
it.
old
I
I
gotta
am.
tell you. I gotta tell you something this morning. I was listening to the radio this morning. Not our station because I flip around trying to figure out what's going on here. And you know what? I got these guys out of Chicago that are calling music from the 80s. Good old goodies.
Oldies. Yeah.
Oldies.
Oldies
From the 80s.
I got people calling oldies 90s music now. It's horrible.
And in my genre, it's the 50s and 60s. So what do you call old?
60s, I would say. 60s, no,
Yeah, so
no newer than 70s. That's for sure.
Like you're kind of the doo-wop kind of era, right? That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
consider oldies,
Yeah,
but not here. Not these guys. They're playing stuff like Spandau Ballet. You remember them?
yeah,
And the Ramones.
right.
Yeah, them are
Stray
oldies.
Cats.
Yeah, them are oldies to them.
Yeah, wow,
It's like what?
that's crazy.
Jesus. That's like No Show Jones here. Chris Andre.
All right, well, I'm going to end this stream here, but before we go, I
Yeah,
want
I gotta
everybody
go.
to remember to subscribe down below, give us a huge thumbs up, write something in the comments, and maybe you'll be part of our next show.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming in here anyway.
Yeah,
Appreciate
peace out.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, dude.
No problem.
Hey, I'll call you later about that whole get-together, and we'll do it. But anyway,
Sorry, my nose is leaking, and I don't want to sniffle.
I was gonna say, don't ever. You never rub your nose on camera.
Leaking pretty bad, yeah. So
It's a goddamn good thing that you gotta you can do some editing.
yeah. There you go.
Anyway, folks, we are out of here. Thank you for joining us in conversation. Kind of a slow in conversation today, but I will be back in exactly about an hour and 10 minutes with the
All
Don
right.
Pierce Show, coast to coast, dude.
See you guys
Right
later.
here at www.accessradio.ca. Come on in and join me for the Don Pierce Show. Hey, man, thank you for joining us here at Access Radio. We will see you in an hour. Sauerkraut, thank you very much. YouTube, Twitch, Access TV. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Sauerkraut. Have a great day. We're
Peace out.